Hello and welcome to my video on Scrum, where I'll be covering the differences between Scrum and Agile, the importance of retrospectives, the 5 core values of Scrum, and the role of the Scrum Master. If you have not viewed my previous video on Agile values, please do so. In that video, I explained the Agile values of individuals and interactions, working software, customer collaboration, and responding to change with examples. The name Scrum comes from rugby. The starting game position is called scrummage or scrum in rugby. First, in this Scrum values video, let me talk about the difference between Scrum and Agile. Agile is a project management methodology that emphasizes flexibility and rapid iteration. Scrum is an agile framework that is specifically designed for software development. While both Agile and Scrum share some common values and principles, Scrum has a more defined structure and roles. One of them is Scrum Master. Is Scrum and Agile the same? No. Scrum is an agile framework, but it's not the only one. There are other agile methodology frameworks like Kanban, Crystal, Lean, and XP or Extreme Programming that build on the Agile Manifesto values and principles. Many teams use elements from multiple Agile frameworks to build a custom process for their specific needs. Scrum business value. Scrum helps rapid iteration and continuous improvement. This allows teams to quickly adapt to changing business needs and deliver value to their customers quickly. Scrum values retrospective. Retrospectives are meetings. Retrospectives are an important part of Scrum and help teams reflect on their performance and identify areas for improvement. The goal of any Scrum retrospective is to continuously improve the team's performance and achieve the Scrum values. In a retrospective meeting, the team figures out how to apply the Scrum values that I'll explain next. Now, Scrum values explained. These are the Scrum pillars and values. Scrum is based on 3 pillars: transparency, inspection, and adaptation. There are 5 values in Scrum. These pillars support the 5 values of Scrum: commitment, courage, focus, openness, and respect, which I remember as CCFOR. Let me talk about the 5 core values of Scrum: commitment, courage, focus, openness, and respect one by one. The first of Agile Scrum values is Scrum value commitment. As a Scrum values example, the question is, a team member is consistently not completing the tasks they commit to during sprint planning. How can the team address this issue in a way that aligns with the Scrum value of commitment? The possible answers are: the team can address this issue by having a conversation with the team member to understand the reasons for their lack of follow-through and work together to find a solution. The team can also help the team member to identify an appropriate level of commitment and provide support to help them achieve it. The second of 5 Scrum values is Scrum value courage. The question is, a team member is afraid to speak up about a problem they have identified in the project. How can the team address this issue in a way that aligns with the Scrum value of courage? The possible answers are: have a culture where it is safe to raise concerns, and by encouraging team members to speak up. The team can also provide support and resources to help the team member overcome their fear and take action. The third of Scrum team values is Scrum value focus. As an example, the question is, the team is continuously getting sidetracked and not completing all their tasks. How can the team address this issue in a way that aligns with the Scrum value of focus? And the possible answers are: by setting clear goals and priorities for each sprint. They can establish daily scrums to stay on track and remove any distractions. The team can also work together to identify and remove any obstacles that may prevent them from staying focused. The fourth of 5 Scrum values is Scrum value openness. As an example, the team is not receiving feedback from stakeholders like the client on a regular basis. How can the team address this issue in a way that aligns with the Scrum value of openness? By regular reaching out to stakeholders for feedback and encouraging open communication. The team can also establish a culture of continuous improvement and actively seek feedback from stakeholders to drive progress. Now that you are understanding the 5 Scrum values, the 5th Scrum value is respect. As an example, a team member interrupts others during meetings, not allowing them to speak. How can the team address this issue in a way that aligns with the Scrum value of respect? By having a conversation with the team member to explain the impact of their behavior on the team and find a solution. They can have ground rules for meetings and strictly enforce them. They can give an opportunity to the team member to understand how their behavior affects the team and encourage them to respect the opinions and contributions of their team members. After explaining to you what are Scrum values of commitment, courage, focus, openness and respect, let me explain Scrum values scenarios. Scrum values can be applied in various scenarios such as daily meetings, sprint planning and retrospectives. Applying Scrum values in these different contexts is important to successfully implement Scrum. Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is a facilitator who helps a team work together effectively and efficiently. They are responsible for removing any obstacles that may prevent the team from achieving their goals and help the team follow Scrum values and principles. Agile Scrum Master is someone who has been trained and certified in the Scrum framework. They have a deep understanding of Agile principles and can guide the team in the successful implementation of Scrum. Scrum Alliance is a non-profit organization that is dedicated to promoting and advancing the Scrum framework. They offer Agile Scrum training like Scrum Master training and certification for Scrum Masters and other Scrum roles. A professional Scrum Master or PSM is a Scrum Alliance certification that demonstrates a professional level understanding of the Scrum framework. A PSM has a deep understanding of Scrum values, principles and practices and is able to apply this knowledge to real-world situations. PSM Scrum values mean that as a professional Scrum Master, it is essential to understand and embody the values of Scrum in order to effectively guide teams in the implementation of this Agile framework. Scrum values are important to the successful implementation of Scrum. Remember to keep the values of commitment, courage, focus, openness and respect in mind to foster a productive and efficient team. The role of the Scrum Master is crucial in guiding the team to follow Scrum values. I hope that you now know difference Agile and Scrum, what are the Scrum values and Scrum explained in this video. Please share this Scrum video as much as possible. Thank you.